And hello everyone. Welcome back to NA. We have today the lower bracket semis for you, and that's the only match we see today. So it's gonna be a short stream. And in comparison, EU ended in 20 minutes with a D0, so we might see something similar here. I hope not, so we can enjoy more matches. But yeah, still looking forward to it. We have a great matchup in front of us. As you can see in the top, we have APX, finally now with a logo. Thank you guys. One of the chaps on Discord sent it to me. And in the other corner, right over there, we have PRAMO back at it again. After losing two apps, I think. And yeah, let's get into everything. The brackets and stuff. But before we do that, I want to talk about the challenges again. So let's go ahead and do that. So we, because I didn't really do that before. On day one of the challenges, we had to say bye to Gosu and Search. Then it ended up being Revenge and Rock. Today we're having Rival and Moonman play. This game being streamed by Jack, in fact, due to a spectator slot limit of only 4, and NA currently having 5 streamers. That is not possible, so he opted out and is doing that match instead. So if you're interested, you can check that out. And tomorrow will be this match, and then this match. This also goes for the championship. Scouting Legion and Void here. Now, I'm really happy to see that they are still doing this well, Scouting Legion. Because on the last previous skill, like literally the last, I think they cleared 3 top 8 teams before losing to, I think it was, I don't even remember, but they were super strong, like absolute amazing performance. So I'm happy to see that they keep doing here, beating out Gosu, Revenge, and playing against Void next. I would not be surprised at all if they ended up winning the entire thing, but that's just, having to wait and see for that to happen if it does. And now let's get to our Winter Championship, which is right here. Now, also another reminder, these matches are also being streamed by Papa Rage in Spanish, by Droodles, myself, and Fishy in English. And yeah, quick reminder, we had to say bye to Hated and Purple on day 1. Then we saw Pincer and Club Penguin go, who had a pretty good fight against Apex there. Couldn't quite get their stuff together though. Ammo here outplayed Pincer, and yeah, we're having Apex versus PRAMO today. It's gonna be a great one. This is, I think, first and third, right? If I'm not wrong. We check actually. It is first and third, yeah. Funnily enough, only the top 4 clans of the leaderboard are still in. PRAMO, GG, Apex, and Naps. They're really being methodical here. We lost 7th and 8th on day 1. Then we lost 6th and 5th and 6th, which is, I even kind of called it, but didn't expect it to actually happen this way. So, we'll see if Apex is on the chopping board today, or if they can upset and pick out PRAMO. So yeah, this is about who is getting into the top 3 here. Naps and GG are waiting for their match tomorrow. And then the loser here plays against the winner between these two, which is gonna be interesting. And yeah, that's about it really with the brackets. Again, quick reminder, Jack, One's Helper, is streaming the challenges today. Because there's only a 4 spectator slot limit to training a tournament room. And myself, Papa Rage, who does it in Spanish, Jules and Fishy are seeing the my brain isn't working. This match now. Hello to Kai. Shocked. Mr. Big Senko, why are you awake? Hi Boom Rainer. I love saying that name. Sorry. And yeah, hope you guys are gonna enjoy this one. Alright. I exposed. Yeah, it's at max a 40-minute stream. Minimum, it's like I don't think a team is gonna clear this in 15 minutes. Not with like top 4 teams especially. So I'd assume like max a minimum 18 to like 22 minutes. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. What do you mean, Kai, am I gonna play? I'm just commentating. Why should I play? There's no reason for me to do that. All right. So yeah, we have here we could talk about the map still because I haven't done it. So we are only seeing 3 maps today, maximum. Obviously, starting with Middleburg. If you did pay attention in the screen, we have Vineyards here as our second, and Faust as a tiebreaker if we need to. And yeah, that's all we really can say because it's the only match we have today. And yeah, let's have a look. Our lineups are starting to get ready here. We see it from 40 from AKA actually. I was being corrected there, but it appears so as to Aka seems to be fine. Which, you know, I'm gonna stick with due to being quicker at saying instead of AKA. But just as a reference, I now know that it's AKA. So we're clear. So PRAMO here, the first one's ready with their lineup. We have double E5, double ice for 1 Kran, 1 Vickers, and 1 T22. Not quite fully yet for Apex here. Oh, there we go, Evil Fantasy just jumping in here. Ice Spitfire. Potentially here taking a 3rd Kran. A 140 though is interesting on this map. You only use that tank really for mobility. Otherwise, there's the T22. But the 140 is just faster, so it might just be the one capping the A cap here for Apex. I could definitely see that happening. Especially since they're playing triple E5, triple Kran. That is pretty good lineup to hold the top side. So let's just see. Ice Strike. So yeah, it's probably gonna be Tana capping for Pramo here down below. Maybe was it Ghost Ranger? It was Ghost Ranger. Pushing aggressive on C, trying to quick cap that. We did see that happening on EU, but Kana used double T22s to do this. With capping C. So that might not be viable. I don't know though. So let's just see how both teams are gonna be approaching this. Definitely looking forward to it. And as I say, or as I said, this decides who will become 4th spot or 4th place in this tournament, as the loser is gonna get kicked out and the winner is gonna be one of the remaining 3. Has to play against Ivan Naps or GG tomorrow. And yeah, I'm excited. Maybe these games will wake me up a bit as well. Who knows? Who knows? But let's see. So we have no lineup changes here in the end. After the initial one. And yeah. A lot more of a safe approach, I'd assume, from Apex here. Although that 140 being a risky choice. But not a bad one, per se. PRAMO here going for a little bit more of an extravagant lineup. And in fact, the logos are on the right side. Alright. Let's have a look and see how our first game here is gonna turn out. We have Apex in blue and PRAMO in red. Oh, Commie here got spotted. Luckily though, there's no one to shoot him. We have a quick cap here on C by PRAMO, and look at Apex. Ooh, that is quite the interesting strat. We have a late A cap here by indeed the 140. And look at that. Apex here already snuck towards B very fast. These Kranwagens there just to hold. Very, very far back. And PRAMO does have nothing to push, because usually what you do, teams meet topside. One team caps the second base in the city. Meaning team B would be ending up pushing top. But since there's nothing to push for PRAMO, or they didn't really see anything to push, they aren't going to. And that is a clever move here from Apex. Tommy here did take a shot though. He has to be a bit more considerate of his hit points. Ooh, we see Tanner now. Moving in, he's approaching B together with Ghost Ranger, but no reminiscences here left of Apex other than potentially Tommy here, who probably should turn around as he already is. And there we go. There's Ghost Ranger, sees Tommy. And he's not going to be able to reset that here, I don't think, unless he heavily overextends, which would give Kora up there an angle. Amorax there, not able to hit. And there we go. That's the shot into Tommy. Anna here being quite far aggressive. And look at that on the top side here. Evil Fantasies took a huge amount of damage there. 1200 just gone in a flash. We have Tanner now pushing onto A. B has already been stolen as well. And Tanner now dueling with Tommy. We have aggression topside here from Apex. And with two tanks missing, they clearly need to push here. But they're not going to. PRAMO is in a very good defensive position. And they're just losing more and more hit points. Apex not playing this first game smart at all. Just dropping hit points everywhere. And PRAMO has only taken like 4 shots of damage so far. And this game, half of the HP of what PRAMO still has. This is not going to be anywhere near recoverable for Apex. What a heavy start for them. Not able to really get any ground. The start was a really nice idea. I like the way they wanted to play. Especially with that really defensive Kranwagen hold. Getting the 2 caps in the city. Basically avoiding a push from PRAMO altogether. That just backfired heavily, I think. And what a convincing victory here for PRAMO. GG. And well done. IP. We play because it's entertainment. I have no time to play. That's the thing, Kai. I'm commentating. I don't have time to play between the matches. Other than if there's multiple, but then I don't want to because I think showing replays is more interesting. Alright. Well played here from PRAMO. Apex definitely needs to step up their game here for the second round on Middleburg, because if they don't, PRAMO is gonna crush them here for a just map steal gonna put them into match point, and that's not what you want to see. Hey, Katz. Boom, I just do it because I know you from that name. Some people have changed their name on YouTube over the course, but I still call them by what I remember them most by. I just feel like that's more intimate. Alright. We have our lineups ready. A slight change here on the side of Apex. AKA now not with a 140 but with a Vickers instead. We also got rid of one of the E5s for an extra Kranwagen. That is an interesting choice to make. PRAMO here, I don't... They have gotten rid... can't talk. They replaced Ghost Ranger's T22 with an E5. Otherwise, the lineup is exactly the same. So, let's see what they do. We have 20 seconds left. PRAMO really strong first game there. Not sure what was going on with Apex. I mean, no one would expect you to be half the HP of your opponent, like. But that's just not a great start, is it? So let's see what we get here from Apex in the second round. Or if PRAMO is just gonna be as dominant as before. Hit points are a lot more similar this time than before. But a lot more clipping on the side of Apex here. That might just turn out to bite them in the back. It sometimes does that. So let's see. We have... Oh, a Kranwagen sent to cap. That is never to be seen before. We now have double Kran, double E5 in the city. AKA who with good spots. These 5 tanks instantly. Marco here is being pretty quick getting into that C cap. Evil fantasies there. Trading with Rob might not be the best idea. D here has been kept rather quickly. C's now getting taken. Let's have a look at Kora's idea here. Probably just going to be in a defensive location. 4A doesn't look to be wanting to cap it anytime soon. And as we can see from Tana's POV here, PRAMO is going to make more ground topside. And Apex again playing from down below. Really wanting to play with the city here. Not quite sure if that works out for them when having 4 Kranwagens. Especially since you can't really hold down in the city all too well. Pretty much be golden on the top side though. But let's see how Apex wants to play this. They are ahead in points, which is good. But once PRAMO decides to push onto A, that might change. Because Tana could probably just sneak in and get a quick cap off. Without too much risk. I'm pretty sure. Check the positions of PRAMO here. They're really being defensive. They know that they have a couple of tanks back there. But they don't know if something's hiding back there or if there's more in that ditch. That just Tana hasn't spotted yet. But as we can see, they are now making the play over A here. Kora being the one most forward. He's evil fantasy. Oh, good side shot there from DJR. Tommy here doesn't quite have the angle. And here comes the push. Double E5 Vickers onto Kora. We have the Kranwagen coming in as well here. Another great side shot there from DJR. We're gonna see a push up top there from PRAMO to counter this one right here. But Kora is gonna go down with like barely any damage done. And let's quickly swap over to the Kranwagens here from Apex, who are quick to fall back into this position right here. Really good hold down and good to get assistant fire from the sidelines. As we can see right here, Apex already in position to shoot over. Putting massive holes into Steven. He's down by 1900 already. And there's a lot more coming in. We have a hit point lead here for Apex. Tommy does go down. DJR not able to shield him. Just quite. And now PRAMO is going to use these ice falls with the buildings. Give them a bit more shielding from everyone else in the city. AKA there. Helps out on Steven. Gets the clear. Raikkonen is burning. And we have 8,000 versus 9,000 HP. Tanner here actually back stealing back A. Whilst PRAMO loses one ice for here. Ghost Ranger now very low. Oh, good double tap here from Marco. He actually helping out. Might turn this game back around. We are on 900 points now for Apex. And the play is to get into B. Tanner is going to get another kill here. He in the Vickers is dangerous to be kept alive. And he is going to duel with Apex's one. 930 points. Marco is in B. Ghost Ranger here. Very low, but not a one-shot here. At least not a safe one. PRAMO actually really good in turning this one around. Oh, AKA he's a one-shot. Goes down. And this game is gonna go to PRAMO yet again. Apex giving it out of their hands. Wow. I didn't expect that. That was a really, really good start from Apex. Clearing out Koda. There's heavy push onto Steven. They just couldn't keep up, I think. And especially Tanner. Tanner, man of this match, I'm pretty sure. Him clearing those tanks, just being there, being present. He stopped AKA in his tracks as well, and he probably won them that match here. Doing some really crucial kills. Getting that A cap back. Yeah, Apex, they could have, and they probably should have won this one. If they just played a bit more carefully. Perhaps, I'm not quite sure. But PRAMO here really stealing that out of their grasp. Now on match point. And Apex with their back on the wall. As we have the potential. Last game here. PRAMO going for a quad clipper lineup. Sierra in the TVP. And triple Kranwagen. Apex actually doing the exact same here. Triple Kran and external in the TVP. But Apex is going a lot more lighter with a Vickers and a T22 to boot. Whilst PRAMO only has another Vickers and 2 IS4s. Apex only having an E5. That is... They are really heavy behind in hit points here. So Apex needs to make use of the DPM that Tommy is bringing in. And of course these clippers gonna have to work out here. And yeah. So let's see if Apex is able to turn this one around or if it's gonna end. So let's see. PRAMO here arguably with the safer lineup. They definitely can more or less relax for this match. Although they probably won't. Because they have 2 games safe that they could lose here. But of course they don't even want to give Apex the chance for that to happen. So let's see what will happen with these Vickers here and how they are going to be used. Are going to see each other straight from the beginning. Pretty aggressive push. Potentially to stop that A-cap from happening. I'm not quite sure. Omi now here as well, and Marco the first one to take some damage. What I hear now is on A. We're going to have cap advantage on the side of Apex, and look at that. PRAMO with these IS4, super aggressive. Rob, he's just crossing over. He's overextending heavily straight into Apex's fire. He needs to go down here immediately. But Komi is now on a full reload. So is DJR. Evil here is able to clear it. And Komi is losing more and more hit points. Aka here now helping out as well onto the Kranwagen. To be able to get him with Evil together. Does it as well. Komi goes down, and that's instantly a gun advantage here from the beginning. Albeit with Amorax here on the side, being a one-shot, goes down to Tanner now. And Apex relocating here. External making his move over. Needs to get away from the rest. Trying to outmaneuver them, not that easy. And Aka here, he really needs to be a bit more considerate of his hit points. The Vickers, especially important in late game, just throwing away that much is not what you want to see. External here, can he stay alive? Nope, Sierra does get the clear. But falls for it soon after. Tommy here now. The last bit of DPM left that has some armor. As Aka doesn't have too much to rely on here. We now have a 4v3 and they need to start focusing a bit more properly. Tanner here, he can just go on to Aka now. He does have the hit points to do it. And Apex here with the right choice to make. They get out the Vickers but lose their own. Now, Tommy here, he's just buying time against Steven, who cannot do a whole lot other than just help out Kora. Who kind of has to help out Steven, but he's not going to be able to. A T22 from Tommy here. He's playing this really smart. Oh, Kora does go down, and this game will go to Apex. PRAMO here being way too greedy, way too aggressive, and too impatient, I think. Is what really cost it here. As we have the Kranwagen from Evil Fantasy to clear the game. Well played. Nicely done. And we are a potential here for tiebreaker if Apex wins this. Fly, no. I got the ticket because I'm a Nubs and they are top 8. That's why. I don't get an avatar. Especially not for streaming. To get the avatars and camos, you need to be in the team itself, in the lineup. But I'm not. So I don't get any bonuses. And yeah. PRAMO now has to play a bit careful here. As I said at the beginning of last round, they have a backburner of 2 games. They just absolutely threw away one of them. Apex is stopping them now. Looking for that opening to push past them and bringing it to tiebreaker here. Have their lineup ready. It's very squishy again though. We have a 50 here. STB and T22 don't bring a lot of hit points, but quite a good amount of firepower. And adding in 2 E5s and 2 Kranwagens is a pretty solid lineup. PRAMO here going for the Batchat again. Tanner this time, the one playing it. We also have the Vickers though, so we're seeing a double light tank strategy. Triple Kranwagen and a double E5 for the hit points and armor. Gonna be interesting. I'm not sure whose lineup I'd favor here, but with Apex now taking another E5 instead of a Kranwagen, probably put it for them here. If they decide to go aggressive with it and go for immediate map control, which they might be doing. The issue just being they don't have a Vickers. And so they're definitely going to be outspeeded here by PRAMO. 50B of Commie here is also going to be very crucial. If he can't use his clip properly or gets taken out early, which is possible due to how tall the tank is. Yeah, all of these things are decisive factors in the long run. And who can exploit them better. So let's see how this will work. Sierra here in the Vickers. Gonna go straight onto the Ridgeland. Is gonna see a lot of this. 4 tanks spotted instantly. Apex here wanting to play over the river. Just like PRAMO. Are losing a lot more hit points though. Colonel here got punished. DJR loses 1. Tommy loses 1 and Amorax. All of them. And Chipotle here's in a great position to put his clip in. Steven here though, on the other hand, has been punished heavily. But so is Amorax. He's cracked. He's not getting away here. Apex, massive mistake. trying to be aggressive. Stopping with the aggressiveness is definitely a mistake. And it's something you shouldn't be doing. Sierra here getting massive hits into him. But PRAMO doesn't care. They're just gonna push onto these heavies, and Apex already lost one. Tommy Zamorak, he's not doing anything more. Goes down as well. Steven finally drops to the STB, but I'm not sure if this is even recoverable. Commie here is gonna go down with his 50 to Tanner. Rob drops in his Kranwagen. But Apex really needs to start clearing tanks here and keeping their own alive. We still have Sierra here in the Vickers. Really good for him to stay alive. Both mediums of Apex still around. But that pesky Vickers here, not working too well for them. Donal here has to take the charge, but that leaves AKA alone to go down to Tanner. And this game looks to be going to PRAMO here. Apex not able to go through with the aggressiveness. Definitely being the hindrance here in this match. If we just rewind back, they wanted to make the push here. PRAMO got spotted. They stopped, even though they shouldn't have. What they should have done instead is keep on pushing, have the STB push over with the T-22, and have the rest push over here and here. Focus firing. But they didn't do that. But they just stopped being able to give PRAMO a really amazing crossfire on all of these heavies, killing them fairly quickly. And Apex just lost a lot of their main tanks really early on, which shouldn't have happened. Like Amorax, Tommy couldn't do anything. Really well played by PRAMO. Apex there just not in top performance, I don't think. Could have definitely played that game a little bit stronger, but that doesn't mean they played poorly. It just means that PRAMO was the better team, and they are gonna move on to the top. Let's just bring up the brackets again for final memory refresh for those who might have missed it. But before we do that, let's maybe have a look at the challenges again, because even they are getting interesting. Maybe that has been decided, and it has indeed. Moonman overtaking Rival here. We now have our top 3. Congratulations there to Moonman winning that game. Being the first NA team I actually streamed this season. I'm starting with the previous guilds. So congratulations on beating out Rival there. Also have done some really great games. And let's have a quick look at the brackets for the championship. We know the results now. And Apex here getting 4th. Still an amazing result. Well done to Apex. PRAMO here now. Confirmed top 3. Still in the lower brackets. Tomorrow we will starting with Naps versus GG. And whoever loses between the two is going to be having to play against PRAMO. So yeah. That's all I can really say here. Just a short stream. Gotta have to happen though. So yeah, I don't mind. I hope you guys don't mind too much either. And that you enjoyed this one as much as I did. I definitely had a lot of fun streaming in Agen. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feedback is as always appreciated. Thank you all for watching and see you all again next time. Bye bye.